She laughs at your jokes, even the terrible ones. Her words come fast, then slow. She touches her hair, looks away, and then looks right back at you. What's going on? Sometimes it's not easy to tell if a girl is into you, especially when she's nervous. But the signs are there, and the smallest ones can mean the most, if you know what to look for. In this video, we're counting down 10 signs she's nervous but totally interested. We're starting from the lighter signals and moving all the way to the clearest, strongest signs, the ones that really tell you she's feeling something. Some of these might surprise you. Some might be happening right in front of you, and you've missed them. So stay till the end, because the last few, those are the gold. That's when you know she's into you for real. If this video helps you understand her better, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to see this. Number 10. Compliment confusion. Compliments are usually nice and easy, right? But not when she's into you and nervous. That's when things start to get a little weird. She might give you a compliment that sounds a little off. Maybe she says, "That shirt is interesting," then quickly changes the subject. Or she compliments your haircut and immediately blushes, looks away, or laughs at herself. This kind of confusion doesn't mean she isn't being real. It usually means she's feeling a little anxious and doesn't know how to say what she really means. You might notice that her compliments come out awkward, rushed, or even out of nowhere. She might say something super specific like, "You have nice hands," or "You smell really good," and then look like she didn't mean to say it out loud. This is her nerves talking. When someone is into you, their brain sometimes works a little faster than their mouth, or the other way around. That mismatch leads to these funny, unexpected compliments that seem small, but actually mean a lot. Also, notice how she reacts after she says something nice. If she instantly looks embarrassed, laughs nervously, fidgets, or looks at you like she's waiting for your reaction, that's another clue. It's not just what she says, but how she acts after. When a girl isn't into you, she might still say nice things, but she won't seem worried about your response. When she is into you, your reaction matters a lot. Now, some guys make the mistake of thinking these strange compliments are sarcasm or not serious. But if you listen closely and watch her body language, you'll notice that she's not trying to be rude, she's just nervous. That's why she says things in a weird way, or adds awkward jokes to soften the moment. She might say, "That's a cool jacket," for someone who shops at their grandpa's closet, then immediately apologize or smile shyly. She's trying to cover up her true feelings with humor, but the compliment still slipped out. This kind of compliment confusion usually shows up early when she's not fully confident in how you feel about her. She wants to say something nice, but her nerves jumble it up. And once she feels more comfortable, you'll notice the compliments get clearer, more personal, and more often. If you spot this sign, don't ignore it. Play along, smile, and respond kindly. Let her know you noticed, not just the words, but the effort behind them. That alone can ease her nerves and move things forward. Number 9. Personal bubble popper. Everyone has a personal space, a little invisible bubble that surrounds them. But when a girl likes you and feels nervous around you, that bubble starts to shrink. She may not even realize she's doing it. You'll notice her standing closer to you than she does with other people. She might lean in when you talk, brush past your shoulder when there's plenty of room, or sit close even when there's space elsewhere. Now, here's what's important. This isn't always loud or obvious. She's not going to throw herself into your arms or make it clear right away. Instead, she might casually lean her arm against yours when you're sitting side by side. Or maybe her knee touches yours under the table and she doesn't pull back quickly. That's her way of testing the waters. The closeness may come off as accidental. She might pretend like it just happened. But if it happens more than once, it's probably not an accident. Nervousness makes people fidget, shift, move closer without thinking. But when someone is into you, their body leans in, not away. Pay attention to where she positions herself when she has a choice. If she always ends up closer to you, it's a good sign. You might also catch her entering your personal space for small, simple reasons. Maybe she shows you something on her phone and comes in really close, even when she doesn't have to. Or she hands you something and holds on for just a beat longer than needed. These are tiny moments where physical closeness gives her butterflies, but she still does it. because she wants to feel that connection. Another thing to look for: how she reacts when your arms, hands, or shoulders accidentally touch. If she tenses up and pulls away fast, she may not be comfortable yet. But if she stays relaxed, smiles, or even leans in more, she's probably into you and trying to get past her nerves. Also, keep in mind, she may be nervous about making the first big move, but still wants you to feel that little spark of closeness. So instead of making a grand gesture, she finds small, safe ways to break the physical barrier. These short, close-up moments are actually her saying, "I want to be near you, even if I'm still a little nervous." If you spot this sign, try to match her energy, not too strong, but enough to show you're open to it. Respect her space, but also don't ignore the fact that she's choosing to be close. When a girl keeps popping your personal bubble without being pushy, it usually means something very real is going on inside her heart. Number 8. Overthinking. Out loud. You ask her a simple question, and she turns it into a full-on conversation with herself. You say, "What do you want to eat?" And suddenly she's going back and forth between 5 options, explaining why she can't decide, and even asking you to help her make up her mind. That's overthinking out loud. And when a girl does this around you, it's usually not about food or plans or anything that deep. It's about nerves. She's worried about saying the wrong thing, choosing the wrong option, or coming off a certain way. Why? Because your opinion matters to her. She's processing her thoughts with you in real time, which means she trusts you, but also feels a little off balance because she cares what you think. When someone isn't nervous and isn't interested, they usually don't explain every little thing. They just do or say what they feel. But when nerves and attraction mix, the brain tries to take control, and it usually shows through over-explaining. You might even hear her correcting herself mid-sentence, apologizing for things that didn't bother you, or constantly checking if she's talking too much. That's not her being annoying, that's her brain trying to fix things before they even go wrong. This sign shows up a lot when there's a crush, and especially when she doesn't know if you feel the same yet. Her mind is racing, her mouth is trying to keep up, and you're the one she's focused on. The best way to respond: be patient, smile, make her feel safe talking. If she sees that you're relaxed and enjoying her company, the overthinking usually starts to settle. She just needs to feel like she's not being judged. When she overthinks out loud, it's not about the words. It's about the fact that she's opening up and letting you hear her inner voice. That means more than most guys realize. Number 7. Sudden shyness switch. You've seen her talk to others easily. Maybe she's loud, funny, confident with her friends. But when she's around you, suddenly she goes quiet. Her voice softens. She fidgets with her hands or her phone. That sudden switch, from bold to bashful, is a major sign. This kind of shift usually means she's feeling self-aware. She wants to make a good impression, and her nervous side takes over. She might not know what to say. She might laugh too hard at something small, or struggle to hold eye contact. This doesn't mean she's not fun or confident. It just means you bring out a different energy in her, and that energy usually comes from attraction. You may also see this switch in her body language. When she's with friends, she's relaxed and expressive. Around you, her posture might change. She crosses her arms, bites her lip, plays with her hair. All signs that her focus is on how she appears. You could be the guy she's been thinking about, which means being around you puts her in a mental tug of war. Be chill, but also impress him. But don't try too hard. This is one of those signs that's easy to miss, especially if she's usually outgoing. But the contrast between how she acts around you and how she acts around others tells a powerful story. If you notice this shift, don't pressure her. Just be warm, low-key, and consistent. Let her get comfortable. The more at ease she feels, the more her natural personality will come out. And that's when the connection gets real. Number 6. Talk too much mode. Sometimes, nervousness doesn't show up in silence. It shows up in the exact opposite. When a girl is into you and her nerves kick in, she might start talking a lot. Fast, excited, scattered. It's like her mouth starts running before her brain can catch up. She'll jump from one topic to the next, tell you random stories, laugh at things that aren't even that funny, and maybe even overshare without meaning to. This isn't because she's trying to annoy you, it's because she's trying to fill the space. Silence can feel heavy when someone's nervous, especially if they like the person they're with. So instead of leaving gaps, she fills them with words. You'll notice that she might repeat herself, ask you questions back to back, or suddenly start explaining things in way too much detail. For example, she might tell you about her weekend plans, then explain who she's going with, why they're going there, what the weather might be, and whether she packed the right shoes, all in one breath. That's not just small talk. That's a sign that she wants you to stay interested and doesn't want the moment to feel awkward. When a girl is nervous but into you, silence can feel scary, so she fills it with chatter. Number 5. Hair play panic hair. It seems like such a simple thing, but it can say a lot. When a girl is nervous and into you, her hands will almost always give her away. One of the biggest giveaways? She keeps playing with her hair, twirling it, flipping it, brushing it behind her ear over and over, or pulling it to one side without even noticing. These movements aren't always planned. In fact, they usually happen when she's trying to calm herself down or subconsciously draw attention to herself. If a girl touches her hair once or twice, it might just be habit. But if she's doing it often, especially when you're talking or when things get quiet, it could be a nervous response. It's one of those subtle signals the body sends out when someone's feeling butterflies. Think about it. When you like someone, your brain gets a little noisy and your body needs an outlet. That outlet often ends up being your hands. And if she's not holding anything or texting, her hands usually end up in her hair. Number 4. Accidental touches. When a girl is nervous but likes you, she'll often brush against you by accident. Or at least, she'll pretend it's an accident. She might lightly touch your arm when she laughs, bump your shoulder when walking past, or accidentally place her hand near yours. These moments are subtle but telling. They show that she wants to be closer to you, but is too nervous to do it directly. If she doesn't pull away quickly or seems to linger after the touch, it's a good sign she's interested. Number 3. Eye contact ping pong. If she's nervous but into you, eye contact can become a game. She might glance at you quickly, then look away, only to glance back again. She's testing the waters, wondering if you'll notice her looking. If she holds your gaze for a second longer than normal, it means she's interested. Nervousness often makes her break eye contact quickly, but if you catch her doing it repeatedly, that's a strong sign she's into you. Number 2. Fidget fever. Nervous energy often shows up in the form of fidgeting. She may play with her jewelry, tap her fingers, or shift her weight back and forth. This happens because when we're anxious, our body tries to release that energy somehow. If she's fidgeting when she's around you, it's a good sign she's nervous and interested, trying to manage her feelings while still being close to you. Number 1. The giggle glitch. When she laughs at your jokes, especially the bad ones, it's a clear sign she's into you, but nervous. Nervous laughter is often a way to cover up awkwardness, but when she genuinely laughs or giggles at things that aren't funny, it's a sign she's trying to get your attention. It shows she's paying extra attention to you, even if she's not sure how to act. You've seen the signs, but do you know how to act on them? If you're picking up on these clues, it might be time to make a move. Don't miss out. Like, share, and subscribe for more tips to understand those subtle signals. Stay tuned for more.